Hey guys, so today I'm in my garage yet again working on my 2018 Z125, and my goal for today's video is to go ahead and remove the stock levers that come from the factory and instead replace them with some newer aftermarket levers that I picked up online. You can see the levers I decided to go with are from ASV. These are the ASV F3 levers. They retail for about $90 individually, and if you pick them up in a set, you can get them for about $170 and save 10 bucks. So, of course, I went with the black and blue color scheme to fit my Z125 build. As far as the options you guys can get them in, I believe the levers come in black, blue, and red. And the thumb wheel adjusters, it looks like they come in 6 different colors. They have the red, silver, gold, blue, black, and green color options for you. So if you guys are interested in these levers, basically you can find any color options that will fit your specific color needs and to fit your specific build. So I'm eager to give these levers a try. I personally have never had ASV levers before. I've had some CRGs and I've even had some cheap eBay levers, but never ASV, and so far I'm very impressed with them. As far as the overall installation process, it should be relatively simple. I'll kind of go over each one individually. The brake lever is really simple to do, as well as the clutch lever. The clutch lever is a little more involved because you have to deal with the actual clutch cable, but like I said, I'll go over that here separately. So let me get the camera set up and we'll go ahead and get started. So when it comes to removing the brake lever, it's real simple to do. Basically, all you have is a 10mm pivot bolt here and a 10mm jam nut on the bottom. What you're gonna do is start with loosening the 10mm jam nut here. Once that's removed, you're gonna wanna go ahead and unthread the pivot bolt. There is a little bit of threads on the bottom of the bolt. Unthread that, remove your pivot bolt. From there, the brake lever comes straight out. Grab your new lever, insert it, take your pivot bolt, reinsert that, thread it all the way down, and then take your jam nut, tighten that down, and then tighten the two till it's nice and tight. It's real simple to do, so let's go ahead and get to it. When it comes to the clutch side, it's a little more involved. Basically, you have to deal with the clutch cable. It's very similar to the brake setup. Again, you have a 10mm pivot bolt, 10mm jam nut on the bottom. What you want to do is start off by loosening the jam wheel here. So that way you can actually loosen the tension on the actual clutch cable itself. It makes it a lot easier taking the clutch cable out of the clutch lever. Before you do that, what you want to do is, like I said, loosen this up. And then you're going to want to line up the actual groove in the cable tensioner with the groove in the jam wheel, as well as with the groove on the perch and the lever itself. From there, like I said, you take off your jam nut, take off your pivot bolt, pull the lever out, slide the clutch cable out this groove here, grab your new lever, reinsert the clutch cable, insert your lever, put your pivot bolt in, install your jam nut, and then you're going to want to go ahead and take out the slack in the clutch cable and then lock it up with the jam wheel. It's real simple to do, so let's do it. Alright guys, so that does it for the whole installation process of the ASV levers. As you can see, like I said, it's really simple to do. Basically anybody can do it. Hopefully I didn't bore you guys too bad with showing you guys and explaining how to do it. I just kind of want to give those guys that have never done it before a basic understanding of how to do it so they can actually go out there and do it themselves. As for the levers, there is a feature that I forgot to mention earlier. They do have a built-in ball joint here. It's like a ball bearing pivot joint, if you will, and basically all that does is it allows the lever to bend forward like this in case of an accident. For those of you guys that are unfamiliar with why that feature is important, just imagine if you guys crash on this side of the bike, basically your handlebars are going to be inwards like this, and if you have long levers or stock levers, most of the time you'll see those levers bend into like a U shape, or they'll bend so much that they'll actually snap off, which you don't want if you're on the track or you get an accident on the side of the road, need to ride home. These levers will actually catch the asphalt and bend forward, preventing the levers from breaking off completely. It won't prevent the levers from getting damaged. They'll still get scratched up from the asphalt or gravel or wherever it is you crash, but they won't break completely off, which is a nice feature. So that pretty much does it for this video, guys. In my past videos, I've been focusing on adding a lot of blue to the bike, and I've been focusing on the handlebars, changing out the grips, changing out the levers, changing out the bars, things like that. I think what I'm gonna do is kind of move towards the engine and start dressing up the engine. There are a lot of cool parts out there for them. In fact, I have probably about four parts to dress up the engine with. I think what we're going to do is, instead of adding blue to the engine, we're going to add a lot of anodized black, so that way we have that contrasting black and blue theme continued on throughout the engine, and I think it's going to look really cool. So if you guys are interested in the parts that I have coming and upcoming videos, feel free to subscribe. If you're interested in past videos and interested in my Fatbar setup and any of that stuff, feel free to check out my other videos on my channel page. But that should do it for this one. Until next time, guys, see ya.